Warning. The bullshit you're about to hear is going to be explicit. If you have fucked up, horrible feelings about life, skip us. But if you're okay with laughing at yourself and being cool, then cool. Continue watching this fucking video, bitch, and we'll see you at the end when you watch the next one right after or even before. I don't give a fuck. But your mama, she hot. Give her my number so I can give it to Bear. Love you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Are You Fucking Serious podcast. We got the ugly ass concept, the side profile of Bear, and the adorable, lovely one, Mookie's.
See, you need to stop with that. People are gonna call out your bluffs and all your lies.
You can try it, but nigga, I got great confidence.
I don't believe that though.
I got great confidence.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it like Naruto.
Unlike Naruto, I don't believe.
Believe it? No, bitch, I don't.
You know, that would have been like probably the best moment in the show. This nigga got a board of ramen or something. He's like, no, I don't believe that, nigga. I don't believe that at all. You full of shit. I think a concept looked like he need to have a blue hat on, talking about I want to be the very best.
I do, bitch.
Oh, shit. Trying to catch them all.
My famous words of Exhibit. Why be good, nigga? Go be great.
Right. Oh my god. Shit, man.
Oh shit. Man, X to the Z don't hit the same anymore. Like
They don't.
didn't he marry a white woman?
I'm almost the fuck, man. Look at Ice-T, man. His wife made of balloons.
Her name's Coco. She's at least brown balloons or tan balloons.
She white? No, she all white.
Not from what I said. I thought she was kind of like light brown.
All white.
Like all white.
Man. Yeah.
I guess I've never. I guess when I look at her, there's a lot of things I look at. Skin tone ain't one of them. Oh shit!
Hi Coco, bye Coco. Yo, remember that BET cipher? And I think it was like hi Rihanna. Bye Rihanna. Bye Rihanna. Shit was so... yeah. They don't do ciphers like they used to, man. They just
like every fifth year hits.
Like early on they did, and then like early on it hit. That shit was like dope. But then the last time it hit was the exact BET Awards that released less than a month after Big Sean dropped that Control and Kendrick decided to fuck up the whole world. Yeah.
No, the last time that cipher was good though, like the last time I remember it was, I think they did an all-female one with Erykah Badu, her, Brandy, and somebody else.
Can't do one of those without Missy Elliott. Or Missy Light. Or Missy Light. Missy Light got bars, man.
I think she do got bars. But she's not as much of a freestyle rapper as like other.
No, but Roughneck hit. Like shit, Roughneck hit. Like we ain't gonna lie about that. I know she's talking about Native Americans and everything, but yeah, Roughneck
hit. These are the exceptions we make.
Right. Like if you just like she admits though too, like she actually said that she's talking about Native Americans because in the area, I think New York where she was growing up,
yeah,
there was a huge Native American population, and so those are the type of guys that she was into. And so I was like, yeah, she want a Roughneck. She can handle her own on the track. Like,
oh yeah,
she should be the one performing at the fucking Super Bowl and not Mary J. Blige. Yeah, she would have fit better.
Hey, would you see that picture I sent you of Mary though? Hey Mary.
I look so photoshopped.
But here's the problem though. Do you say that? And I knew you were gonna say that. all of them are Photoshop. Like
True.
all of them are
Like,
softened out. Like niggas, like they didn't got.
I'm
No,
used to Mary. Hold on, I'm used to Mary wearing them Sunday like suits without the coat. She used to have the coat like off and
Yeah.
with like the shoulders, like her sleeves missing and everything. She had the big white hat and everything. She over here trying to rap like, with her rap alter ego and everything.
Fucking
Her touch it verse goes off.
yeah.
the fuck was that?
The fuck?
That nigga said RKO out of nowhere.
I'm unsure what that was. I'm going to
I
leave.
don't even know. I
That
think
nigga said,
that shit
"Oh,
out.
you just
I'm going
crazy."
to investigate that at some point.
That nigga said, "Oh, you just crazy."
Ice cream.
It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time.
Uh,
Not the ice cream carton. Oh. I lost.
It's the ice cream man.
Ice cream man. Just go bust some trick. Who you cool
If he really did, old melt.
Oh,
Yeah, if he really did yell ice cream, let it be
Mhm.
known your little brother will forever be known as the ice cream man from now on.
oh yeah. Oh, he can't live that down. I always tell him about that shit too.
he
I
want
can
to
get on.
But what are you raging for?
Hey, we're gonna go old school. We're gonna get some Pharrell ice creams.
Oh my god. Do it. Just say do it.
Shit, hey, no lie, them things still look nice.
They still are nice. Man.
Oh shit, man.
Oh, he's not gonna let that one down. It's like, oh
No, not at all.
It's like
Mm.
bad.
It's like fuck your couch and your Pacific ass.
Specifically. Oh, this gonna sit.
It's precipitate gauge. It's too high.
What's the strap? What's scouters?
All right. And speaking of gauges being too high, today's topic is
What I was gonna say.
overpowered OP character
People's pussy.
OP mechanics. So that could be game mechanics, like all of that shit. So what are some like games that you don't play because fuck this character
Mm.
or fuck this game mechanic? I'm tired of this shit.
Nah, the strongest game mechanic is the one you least assume is Pokemon. Them niggas catch animals with fucking capsules. Just throw that shit. Them niggas is fucking scary as shit. You can imagine being in a fucking world like
Hey,
that.
like,
Oh shit, Pokeball.
and like honestly too, if you think about it, like the fucked upness of how they kind of kidnap like the Pokemon and the fact that they legit like skipping time and shit. So it's like them niggas is like time travelers because when they like go in, it's like at one point and they like maybe on land, right? And the next point they wake up and they on fucking water, and it's just like what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is going on?
But that's just the thing too. Sometimes some of them don't even come out until they're supposed to fight.
Yeah,
So you went in relaxed.
and
You come out,
it's
have to start swinging.
Like, what the fuck is going on over there? That's the most OP shit I've ever seen.
and the fact that
Timeless space.
they get abducted by water, or not water, but like by a light.
Yeah.
Somehow you throw the ball and the ball just opens up and only sucks up the fucking Pokemon.
Ironically, I feel like it's like probably like a DNA print or something because they got to hit you before it opens up. But even still, that's fucking OP as hell. You get touched by this fucking.
You know, Ash has been clumsy enough to get fucked up by one of them.
Nah, nigga. Do you remember the fucking 90s fucking things that nigga throwing that Pokeball? That nigga was a baseball player. Let's be real. That nigga put the cap back. Like he had an arm. Let's be real here.
I think that's what the whole show was supposed to be about.
I'm pretty sure it
Like,
was about because baseball was their shit, even now. But
The fact too, like, but the fact he would throw that shit hard as hell, it would
Oh my
bounce off the ground, catch it, and then like come right back to it. I'm like, bro, is this shit on a slinky? Like, what the hell is going on?
what the fuck is it, man? Even then, you catch gods. Fucking don't get a master ball in this bitch.
God, no, it would be
Ain't nobody
dope.
breaking out that motherfucker. You done.
maybe also they have
Dope.
one nigga that like yo-yos, and he was like a Pokemon master, and he was like sitting up there catching them like that,
Oh my god, that'd be legit.
just walking around a fucking jungle, just like, oh, let's get this.
I wonder would your Pokemon be like fucking dizzy because you're spinning the ball so much. Like shh.
Hey,
now I think about it, that shit was unnecessary. He literally did not have to throw them that hard.
I know he was just fucking
he
beating them.
extra like.
I'm thinking like there's somebody on the other side with a fucking baseball bat. Like, oh come on, I got you.
He put a spin on it too. Now that I think about it, it was always a spin.
That nigga said I reached back like 1-3, like 1-3.
Like 1-3, straight up. And then not even mention the fucking like the fucking almost screensaver for when they go between transitions. That ball was spinning, and you knew he threw that motherfucker. And it was you like, God damn, you see the speed lines on this motherfucker.
That nigga was throwing at 90 miles an hour.
Straight up.
I see why Pikachu didn't want to go in. It's like, I see what
Yeah, he's like, hell no, you don't throw that shit at me like a motherfucker. Fuck all that. I don't want to do this. I can respect that now
Like,
at that
man,
point.
fuck you. I might be a strong Pokemon. And I don't want to like evolve, but fuck you.
Ironically, a side note though, why the fuck was there never actually any baseball in fucking Pokemon?
Because they didn't play any other sport besides that.
That's weird though, because then you
And
could
the-
imagine.
in the manga they do. They have normal
Manga
shit in
is
the manga,
dope.
and they explain a lot of shit. Like they eat Pokemon, like Tauros meat.
Yeah, I mean they're animals, so it makes
Yeah.
sense. Then you got your special. I'm like, okay, I eat a Tauros, but that's my Tauros though. It's like fuck, no, that's mine. I mean, I can see that, but man, so that's one that's always been on my mind all the time. I'm like, that's OP as fuck.
Squirtle in like the original Game Boy games. You knew if you had him, you weren't listening.
Mm-mm.
That nigga.
No, he was too much. His defense was ridiculous.
You know how excited you used to be when you got excited enough to get the fucking bike? Because walking was a pain in the ass, man. It took so fucking long. I like those missions too. Like, so you know the missions where you would like have to go into the forest and like you fight random things before you could get out, and the whole forest was like a zigzag, and there was no way to avoid it. And then say if your Pokemon was all hurt halfway through the forest, you had to go back down the hill, and then you had to go to the nurse. And you were hoping as you went back down the hill, you didn't run into anything because you couldn't fight them.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you go back through, you got to do it all over again. Like, man, fuck that shit.
Remember fucking Poison? I remember that shit. That's a fucking like a fucking slice of life nowadays. Niggas don't remember the days when you used to have to run and outbeat the Poison. There was no out of battle. That shit ain't work. Nope. Your fucking screen is like, oh shit. Gotta run the Nurse Joy. It's over.
Hello, nerd.
Into like Pokemon like that though. Like I liked the TV show. I didn't play the card game, and I didn't play the games very much.
I collected the cards, but I never played an actual game. I just wanted.
I couldn't really do the cards, and then I couldn't really watch it as a kid anyway. But I still was able to like play it on Game Boy a couple times. 'Cause I had friends who had it, so I used to like play theirs.
Yeah, it was fun. I at least my Game Boy, so that worked out.
Yeah,
To be honest, like it's weird because it's a lot like sports games, you know, because they come out with one like at one point it felt like every year.
they do.
And
So much.
Yeah, they still do.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like they're basically the same game over and over again.
Just new rosters.
I mean, there was
weird.
some when we were growing up, like yellow, blue, and red. They had the same roster.
Mhm.
It's just the Pokemon you start with was different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like what the fuck. Oh man. And then there are those completionists though that like would get all the shiny ones, you know?
It's because
Yeah.
like mega nerds, like Bear.
I can't do that. I've never caught a shiny.
First of all, you know, I'm gonna save it to the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say that shit today.
I'm gonna save it.
I already know what it
I haven't had
is.
a
Yeah.
good bear story in a while.
Besides Bear trying to fall in love with fucking Chucky.
Yep.
Hey, I'm still in love with Chucky.
One game mechanic like was just too like, or it's like a thing that's like just modern to like any game you play. But I hate when they give like the boss of whatever level 85 different like shields and health bars that be long as fuck, and you only got like your limited ass, and it's like this small compared to like this fucking big type of shit. And it's just like, bruh, at some point, can you just make it fair? Like, can they go in maybe a little bit stronger than me, but with the same like shield and health as I do?
Mhm.
Shit, don't make it to where it's like I'm fighting. It's taking me a week to defeat this one fucking boss. I don't want to feel like that. No.
So yeah, I had that. I don't understand that one. That one's pretty bad.
God.
I kind of
That shit that make you
where just you can get one touched and they can get one touch too. So it's just a fucking footsie match.
I'm talking about Death Souls.
Man, it ain't
Dark Souls.
like that.
Death Souls.
Man,
That's basically what it was.
that
Like,
might as well be
shit.
Dark Souls straight up. You probably not even wrong. But
Yeah.
man, that'd be cool if you could do like one taps, but you know, you got to be smart. Try and catch
You know how much pairing I would do out of just being nervous? Like, it's my 30th time I've died. Can't get past one person. Like, yeah.
And guess what? The first boss won't do anything, but the next boss is gonna fucking do feints. Catch him. That's a bad thing to
Fuck them boss, man. These boss levels be a pain in the ass.
straight up.
Yeah. I'm like, why is your health meter so poor?
Right.
God. And it like
It's
the
gonna
one.
hit you for 3 hours and you still got a life left.
Right.
Hold on, the shitty part too, it'd be like when you think you're doing damage and then you look and it's like you're barely moving this much. So you already in your feelings and shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, bro, I'm fucking tired. We even got to halfway through this fight. Or whatever, or for whatever reason, like you were at one level of the game and it felt like the boss is like 3 levels ahead of you. And you're just like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
What the
Like,
fuck is this?
this shit ain't balanced. Let me play this on kid mode. Like,
Right?
No,
you know,
that's probably the strongest fucking the strongest mechanic ever in a game. If you lose and it's like, well, you want to go in easy mode? That's literally a fuck you from the game.
I forgot what game that did that. I used to
fucking,
like tell you like you've lost this like 3 like times in a row. You
that
just
was
go
like
in kid mode.
Devil May Cry was like that.
Yep.
Vanquish was like that. Oh, I was pissed off. You like fuck.
And
now
older
you
games,
feelings because like
you couldn't go back up after. Like they kept you on easy mode for the rest of the game.
oh, Metal Gear Solid did that shit too because they used the chicken thing. If you want to go on super easy, you got the worst.
Wolfenstein, the newer ones, they make fun of you for going on like kid modes. They like show DJ with a pacifier, a little binky on his head and everything like that. It's just like an bib on. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah,
like
like,
big baby mode.
yeah, I know in Batman Arkham Knight, when you would die, the game would make fun of you by having, as you're going through the loading screen, they would have whoever you were like fighting against that moment talk shit about you. It was worse when it was the Riddler. Like if you're doing the Riddler challenge and you died for whatever reason, and now the Riddler's talking shit about his puzzle being really complicated. It's like, bitch, fuck you. You know, enigma ass shit. Nobody like that.
That one would kind of hurt a lot for me though. I can't do that one. That's how the niggas like we should have played Tetris. Oh.
Hey, that stick in Tetris was overpowered.
It was just super powerful. Just the L. Okay.
They should make a Tetris game where you don't have the long stick. Like it's just, yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you like or the one square?
Yeah.
The little cube. Yeah. But still, that would
Powered as
just
fuck.
that'd be because I hate the zigzag.
Yeah.
The little R. The little R.
Squares.
The little
Those
R
are gonna be
is kind of a
squares.
pain too.
You call it an R? I think it's a Z.
Well, no, there's zigzag, but there's another one that's kind of like a little tiny R. I think.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Because there's
Yeah.
and those both of those flip too. They have flipped versions of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, it always throws me off.
Yeah, if you
Especially
were
when they
like,
don't color code them.
or you were
Right.
pissed off too when you did the Z and you had to go flat instead of on the side. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That game is all about placement.
Oh my god.
Fuck, man. That game is all about making you cry. Shit.
Straight up.
If you had hosted
Well,
your
try
cousin
playing it
off
with
game
the
to play.
mom that don't give a shit about your feelings.
Try playing that against like 99 of the people. Fucking Tetris 99 is that shit. That's like kind of square off. Oh hell no. Like all y'all playing Tetris at the same time?
Recently, I downloaded Minesweeper on my phone, and recently, I actually beat it. I was like, I'm never playing this game again.
I'm like, I can never understand Minesweeper.
So the way that it goes is that, so you have to like, so obviously it tells you, so you know the number is like 1, 2. That's to let you know how many cubes that are close by that could potentially be the bomb.
Yeah.
1 is like 1's close, 2 is like it's not that close, but it could be. And they use the flag to mark it so that way it knows don't open this area. And so you kind of have to work your way around until you find it. And if you mark one of the ones that's the bomb, you're good. You know, like you put a flag on it as long as you don't touch it, but you have to literally go around. So that's why, like, when we were kids, we press like one thing and the run random one we press would be the fucking bomb. You're like, fuck.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not playing that game though. Play Snake or play it.
Other overpowered character. And honestly, it
Mike
was just a
Tyson.
game full of overpowered.
Mike Tyson.
Yes, but that wasn't it. But yes, yes, absolutely.
Or fucking Donkey Kong. If you play the new one.
The other thing was though, most enemies in the Final Fantasy X series were overpowered. Especially there was Trema in Final Fantasy X too. That nigga he not only did you have to fight a battle right before him, but this nigga just moved fast for no reason. And he did like 3-hit combos. He hit you with that 3-piece. Like,
oh my god, I rush.
And he just kept doing it too.
And he kept doing it.
And he literally had like 999 billion, 999,999,999 like life. Like it was all nines across the board.
That is tanky.
Who actually did it? People, I didn't.
I didn't.
I wasn't one of those kids.
Fuck your pouch.
No.
But most enemies, like in Final Fantasy X, going back to 10, when you fought the Dark Aeons, all them niggas is hard. There's no easy way to finish those fuckers. And even in the normal story mode, the final boss, no. If you're not high enough level, they don't give a damn about your feelings. You ain't finishing that game.
You're dead.
There's no shortcut. You get stuck in a loop because you're not.
Fuck no.
You know how
it'd be the worst because you would get stuck and then you couldn't get past the boss, but the last save you had was literally in the room and you can't get out of it. So you're like soft locked. You're done.
You're done. That's it. You're in a closed loop.
Close loop. Get out. Start over again. It's all bad. Oh my god.
But yeah, they were too damn overpowered. And when they had the Dark Aeons of 10 too, they nuked them. They didn't have as much power, but they explained why. But still,
so
they're like zombies at that point.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
trope in video games that like drives me fucking nuts. Why is it that I don't like if you fighting like hordes of niggas right all at once? Why is it the fat nigga the hardest one to knock out when that would be reversed in like real life? If we're being honest, like so in Spider-Man, right? PS4.
Okay.
The smaller guys, it don't take much to knock them out. You hit them up, you throw them around, boom, they're out, right? The big dudes, you gotta web them up, you gotta like swing them around, you gotta really like fight them up, or like you can't really hit them because they kind of just walk it off type of thing. And then when they hit you, it takes like a quarter of your health. And it's in a lot of games where they make the biggest dude, like if you're not Kingpin, there is no reason for you to be the hardest person to get hit. Like, no, especially somebody like Spider-Man where he's holding back anyway. But just stop doing this in video games, people. Just stop making the big dudes the harder ones. Make it even out. Like, make them easier and then make them like the smaller ones that's jumping around and everything a little bit harder.
It all depends, though, I guess. I don't know, because I mean, that's always like the trope. Like they do it with Kingdom Hearts too, with looking big ass Heartless, or like you can't hit them in the front, and they just bulky as fuck. I don't know.
Bounce off.
I mean, it's always because it's always like a bruiser type, and the bruisers aren't easy, so they always gotta make them difficult.
Yeah, because like I even get like so like in Spider-Man, just an easy recent example. If there's somebody with armor on, you have to knock off the armor first. So you still hit them like normal, but you knock off the armor first before you actually get to them. I'm like, okay, cool. That at least makes it like I understand why it's taking me so much longer to like knock this dude out.
Gotta knock this off.
Big. I'm like,
it's just a big nigga.
You ain't Mark Henry. You were not sitting up in gym like talking about you're the world's strongest man. Like you were not the mountain from fucking Game of Thrones either. Like this is not. You just a random street dude, like nigga, that's on a roof for whatever reason, trying to break into an apartment building, which doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, yeah,
you know what will make that more, I guess, more fair for you though? If in the Spider-Man game they had gave them meta genes for just like durability for the big dudes, because then they would just all be mutants. Or
Like
at
they've
least, like,
done.
counter product mutants, and they'd be like, all right,
So they've
they're
given
tough as
us
fuck.
weapons and one crew. Negative man, when he touches certain stuff, like it helps bounce them out. And so for his crew, for the people who actually are the big dudes, they punch, and so their fists are like covered in like some black material, basically negative material. And when it hits you, you feel that. Like, okay, that makes sense to me. But if you're just a random thug on the street, or you're in the roof, because a lot of them are on the roof, because a lot of them are, that just doesn't make sense if you have no connection to anybody besides Kingpin. And yeah.
Okay, so yeah, your thing is more like you want to make them more special enough so that they make sense.
Yeah,
Than
like
just being like some random grunt and I can't fucking punch this nigga out.
right, like
For no
there's
fucking reason.
in one of the DLCs, they took one set of big guys and gave them fucking miniguns.
Oh,
And
that makes sense.
it made it harder because those miniguns, even though they do reload, they're easily able to target on you. And what they did too is because it was a DLC, they made everybody a little bit harder to defeat. So you couldn't just go in and whip their ass like you did before. So they made it a little bit better. But that also meant that the big dudes with the fucking minigun were sponges. Like you would literally just hit them like forever. And it's just like bruh, just like fall. Damn.
Fall down.
You're still on to this, like the fact that you still holding on to this gun as I'm whooping your ass. Yeah. They did make it realistic though, because you get like somebody can have a weapon, and if you took it out of their hand, either they'll pick it up again when they get a chance, or somebody else will. I'm like, okay, that's pretty realistic. Like somebody would do that. You're fighting fucking Spider-Man. You're gonna try to have any.
You launch his one way, then his friend gets the gun again. All right, that makes sense.
And by the way, if you don't know who Mark Henry is, just go listen or watch our last episode, where we talk about wrestlers.
God, yes.
Speaking of overpowered shit, Undertaker in wrestling games.
Fuck yeah, he's under. Oh, it's too powerful.
He literally just lifts his leg and kicks you, and then you can get pinned right there.
That's like a quarter of my fucking health. Oh god. What is this stun lock bullshit?
Him and Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, yep.
Yeah.
Because Kurt Angle, as soon as he got you on the floor, you used to fear that shit. Like, keep me off the floor. I didn't want to be on the mat there, this nigga.
Yep. You gotta play a distance game with Kurt and knows. That's all bad.
Oh fuck. I feel like now if they ever do another, like if they do a good wrestling game, they should have it where like John Cena's up here. And make it where he like partially like part of his special, he goes with this. That's what I'm saying, like he can't see him. He's like, where'd he go? Like he literally says like you can't, and he just goes invisible.
Yeah, just you.
What they should do is actually, because I mean we talked about like how they've we just know too much shit, right?
All right.
What they could do is lean into the shit that we don't know, like just make it like what was that? It was on Nintendo 64. It was a basketball game where like everybody had like big heads. And
Street? No.
no.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they had one character that was a wolf,
okay.
and he had a big ass wolf head, and then it was like a special character, like for fun.
I can't remember the name of that game.
But yeah, they should do that, but
That-
wrestling, because it was fun as shit, but it wasn't
I
real.
think they're trying to have, because so the company that owns NBA 2K is Take-Two Interactive, or 2K, which owned by Take-Two Interactive, which is also the company that owns GTA, right? So they actually bought the company that makes the basketball big heads. And then so they came out with like 2 games under the 2K label, and then wrestling, they agreed to like allow them to do another big head like wrestling or shit like that. They actually did recently come out with it.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! But they don't advertise that shit. And
It
I'm
was
not,
like a year or 2 ago.
I'm not saying wrestling games are boring. I'm not saying that, because when I was a kid, those were my shit. And then when Def Jam Vendetta came out, like that was shit. Like
Def
you
Jam.
couldn't. Like the best thing too was being able to make your own character and like get all their moves instead of like jack other people's moves. And then like what we would do is we would do like stupid shit, like have the hardest ass song, but then pair it with like this buff ass dude, and then give him all the like some girl's actions and her walkout. coming out, and he's just damn near bogey
Yeah.
to a fucking metal song.
Man, did you know you were predicting the future?
That's the time I did it.
I guess
know what?
yeah.
They should create a game where where Goldust is the main character. You have to play as Goldust.
That'd be dope.
I like that. That'd be fun.
Dude.
It was always fun to play as Goldust because
Yeah.
Or what they could do, they could do like some guest characters in Mortal Kombat, like Undertaker in Mortal Kombat, and actually give him
Understood.
actual Undertaker special moves.
Oh man, if they just spice him up a little bit,
like you knock him
dope.
down and he just
He come up in like
Yeah.
Reaper clothes. And all you
Instead of him coming up like at the beginning of the battle on the left side of the screen, like you hear dong, and
Yeah.
he pops up in the middle and it's fight, and then that's it.
you get
Flies all over him or some shit. Like, all right.
and it'd be funny too to see like two Undertakers go at it to see what they would do.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
Oh man.
God.
But yeah, no, I think like brand wise, they just haven't handled their brand properly.
Especially after
Yeah.
having that flop of a game like a few years ago.
That was
Oh.
horrible. I remember that game. That game was horrible as fuck. They were like literally like, we can't play this. It's like bugged. It's like straight up, we can't play it. I'm like, that's weird. I sold you a defective game. What was quality assurance?
God. The hair mechanic was so bad.
That was stupid.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. God.
Like, I like realism and all, but not that much realism. Just give me a it's all right.
Well, that was the thing too. Is like there are certain things. There are limits to how much realism I want in a video game.
Mm.
Like I think that's what people don't understand either. Is that I like realism. However, like it's also a video game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm here to have some escapism here.
I thought I'm like, I hate games that go too much into the whole, you can make your own choice now. I'm like,
Can I really?
right, so no, but it can ruin the game experience in the sense of, imagine you made the wrong decision and you can't go back.
Yeah,
So like,
stressful.
right, so like, they did it in like, they're doing it now in like Assassin's Creed, which for me it's boring because it doesn't bring back the whole fact that you're an assassin. You go out and you do your job. You're now like taking on herds and you're a king practically. It's weird as shit. But then they also have done it for so Bear's favorite game of all time is Heavy Rain. This thing
Heavy Rain.
like this nigga has issues. He played the one before
For that platinum.
God.
For that.
He spent way too much time freshman year of college playing that fucking game.
That's what
So
the
that-
flashlight, right?
Yeah, there's
Got out the flashlight in the darkness and shit.
No, I don't know if that's the same one. It's the dude about the dude that goes into like oncoming traffic. I gotta get my son. It's like, that's that.
Was it like a writer or some shit?
The cop.
What
Yeah,
game am I thinking of?
I don't know what game you're thinking. Maybe Resident Evil, something like that.
No. He didn't have a
Silent Hill?
gun most of the time. He just had a flashlight, and there were these like creatures that would like
Alan
cover
Wake?
the darkness.
Well, no, this is not. Yeah, no.
That's Alan Wake.
Heavy Rain is like real.
Oh, that is Alan Wake.
No.
Never mind.
Heavy Rain
Right.
is different.
So you had decisions in Heavy Rain that also like affected like how the game would play. But then also they ended up coming out with Detroit being human.
David Cage.
And I first thought Detroit was gonna be like a good ass game, right? But then I found out it was all narrative. You don't really do anything besides follow the story and investigate. And if you make wrong decisions,
Same
you
shit.
die. Guess what?
Oh, that's
That
it?
exact same. You're right. That exact same motherfucker is doing a whole Star Wars game, and I'm like, fuck no, because the whole thing
Yeah.
about stories, besides the storytelling,
See,
is the fighting.
The
You
thing
can't
is-
have that.
the thing is that he's actually going to be like kind of blockaded a bit, so it's not going to be as bad. So,
But there's no.
there's a
I can't use a lightsaber. Like, come on now.
okay. Look, there's a chance.
He's a
you know?
great writer, but I can't use a lightsaber
That's debatable, but okay, I'll give you that.
in terms of a video game.
That's still debatable.
That's the most negative
That's
thing
old
Bears ever said that wasn't about us.
Right.
That's horribly debatable. I see his.
He has a not this list.
That is the not this list. Just David Cage in general. Jesus.
I think, like, for example, I'm not a huge into Star Wars. Y'all know that. Everybody knows that. I'm cool with it. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm cool with it. I'm just not.
Your husband is
It's not fair.
But there was that one game, I think it was The Force Unleashed.
Mhm.
That was my shit.
Yeah, that game was fun.
It was
You
fun.
really play Jedi Fallen
It was just fun.
I want to play that.
Jedi. Yeah, it's good. I'll play it again. Jedi Fallen Order.
Nah.
It's good. You get to fight. It's like
You're
loaded up
Dark
fight with us. Yeah, the ability to use a lightsaber is so good. Like, it's really good. And you can use the Force, which is also great.
The Force.
The fact that you can actually freeze like a blaster shot from a clone and then grab it, or a stormtrooper, because make it simple for you, and then force pull it towards you, and then as soon as like you get it, the fucking blast shot hits them right in the back. You can do that.
Huh.
That is like the awesome. It's like a hard trick to do, but it's fun when you can master it. Because you have to be like quick. You have to freeze them quick, have enough force to like be able to pull them towards you, and then boom.
You know what that needs? The Star Wars. Star Wars needs a Devil May Cry version of itself.
Yeah. I was
Straight-
just about to say
Because you basically your games you like to have a high skill ceiling. So if you had like something like Devil May Cry where a Star Wars shit, you used to run around with like a lightsaber doing moves. Oh yeah, you enjoy that.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun. So,
and
like,
like
they
being
start you
able to
off
chain
good.
combos, you know, I think that's the
Yeah.
thing is like that's what the Force
They have a
Unleashed
lot.
was being able to like fluidly do that.
yeah.
They have a lot of things you can mix in and like do stuff, so it doesn't feel like you're doing like repetitive. But the whole thing is that game drives is you need to understand your ability to parry, and you can't just go in and be like, "Oh, I'm a hack and slash," because they will block your shots too, and you will die. So it's like, no, you need to literally go through there and be like, "All right, I gotta parry, I gotta like do this and that." And you're gonna meet like enemies.
Ignore that. And for the listeners, Bear just dropped his camera.
She's also so
Sup?
yeah, but you're gonna meet a lot of enemies that you can't just easily push off a cliff. Like you're legit gonna have to sit there and fight them, because other than that, they're gonna still be in your face.
Here comes the spider. Oh, it's out of the wall. Oh god.
You know what I do miss though? Like actually like crossovers. And what I mean by that is, you know, like Disney Channel did a bunch of random crossovers when we were kids, and then
But like
most video games
Nickelodeon
too,
too.
like Soul Calibur,
Yeah.
they were the pros at doing that shit.
that show's
At least originally.
Mhm.
Like I want to see something like random, like Five Nights at Portal. Like
that's scary as fuck. Where'd that come
Oh,
but like yeah, wouldn't that be
That's
you
scary.
give people nightmares. Like 5 nights. Just imagine if like
and you go into a
replace-
portal,
hold
you
on.
think it's yours, and it's
And it's
hold
someone
on,
else's.
imagine if you replace Portal, like what I think the first one or maybe two, the enemy was like the droid that you thought was helping you.
Yeah.
With the fucking bear.
yeah.
Literally, they're
It's
both
terrifying.
of them are both have bots against you that you thought were helping you at first. They're literally both.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
fun.
But imagine those mechanics in like a scarier game, you know, like shit like that, you know, just like have fun with that shit.
I'll be in
you
the
know?
corner like,
But you start to do puzzles.
Mama should have saved me.
That's actually scary. Like give like your predator or monster like the ability to close your portals.
Yep.
They should have
That's
done
actually
an
hella scary.
Injustice roster versus Mortal Kombat roster. That'd been dope.
With Mortal Kombat mechanics, and I'm not in justice mechanics.
Game coming out.
Mm.
So it's a lot like Super Smash Brothers though, so it's not like
Ugh.
well, that's what everybody wants to do right now. Nickelodeon has one. Yeah, that's what everybody thinking everybody wants is brawlers. So
They
Like
just want
they
to-
thought
they
everybody
wanna
wants
try
to
and-
play is like
They just want to try and
sorry.
replace Smash Brothers fucking Throne because that shit is done now.
well, yeah, because what do you do from here?
Yeah, you don't do anything. He's done with that shit. So
Just
now
keep
it's-
adding more people to the roster. Shit.
They want to try and take that spot over. Makes sense.
Just let Mookies win every time we play Mario Party.
Impossible.
I hated every moment of that.
Didn't you win the second time or no? I know Bear
I
did.
won one of the times, but
Yeah,
still,
He won the second time.
Bear had like first place, had like most coins.
well, he had like
Hold on.
180
He
coins.
had the most coins, but he had no stars.
Because I couldn't get anywhere with stars. I was so pissed off. I was like, I can buy all the stars. I can buy your star, but I can't even get to the thing. It's like right now, like I'm trying to buy a PS5. I got the money. I just can't go get the thing. Just can't find it. Ain't that a bitch?
God, man, you have to marry somebody to buy you one at this point.
Lord.
Go find you a sugar mama.
I just need a friend to be in a different place. A Derek. That's what I need.
Yeah, you got to give it up quite a bit to be a Derek. To get a Derek though.
You're right.
And you got to buy a lot of stuff too.
Have to weigh my options.
You got to buy a lot of stuff too. Derek expensive.
Indeed. But it's worth
You know, there's all these overpowered things, and something that's well overpowered that we actually have access to is Bear's Not This list. Bear, what is on your Not This list? Because you have the power to instantly cancel shit.
I don't think I have that much power, but all right. So we're just gonna go put part of this on David Cage because he came up. Because fuck that guy.
Oh my god!
Honestly, put it up.
The most negative thing you've ever said.
Right.
Like, you actually have feelings on this. That's the
I have horrible. Do you know how much I play Heavy Rain?
Right. Do you know how much like trauma Heavy Rain put him through? Like this man was in a corner for about a week after.
I was pissed the fuck off.
God.
I'm like, oh no, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. I was so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, another one you probably get rid of or put on your list is pretty much any of his games almost. I mean, besides Indigo Prophecy, that's the only one.
Oh shit!
Give you to buy, but everything else is garbage.
Oh,
Two Souls, Heavy Rain.
I don't know if there's enough salt in your food.
There's too much. The Pacific is right there. It's right over the yonder. So the salt is, it has a source. But yeah, no,
man.
I'm gonna put that on my not this list this time because
damn,
it pisses me off.
He's not even salty. He's MSG.
All right, so there's something you replace with it then. So if you don't want none on his roster, what you gonna replace then? With something that everybody needs this.
Okay, so what you would want on your list would probably be, let me see here. There's quite a few that I could put in just to plug something in here for a bit. What is the name of that game? I know there's a really good one that I really wanted to put in. I just saw it a while ago. So it's a game that's kind of like reminds me of Metal Slug, but you play as like bounty hunters. I'm trying to find the name, but it's pretty good because it has all the pretty cool mechanics to it. You can go dodge behind like barrels and stuff like that, and go dodge in like little like garages to dodge bullets. But it's like the old 2D like shooter. So it got a little scroll sideways and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what the name of it was. Oh man, I'm trying to go look up this thing. But yeah, that game I would definitely recommend. It is pretty recent, kind of like a roguelike, but it's pretty fun. And I definitely recommend anybody really check it out because that one is the shit. But let's see here. Gotta find it.
Right, we could.
Yeah. But just avoid all the Disney Cage games because they're garbage. Absolute trash.
Yeah.
I can't believe I wasted my money on buying that fucking game. So pissed off.
Well,
you know what? For your birthday,
want to know what's a waste? What's a waste of money?
What's a waste of money?
One of Mookie's $1 million nigga skins. What is it?
It's never a waste of money, people. Just
Pyramid scheme.
One time.
Oh,
it only takes one.
One time.
I felt that. That was.
You were just mad that Bear was in on it, and we were gonna make a shit ton of money, and you were just like, no. That was the problem.
You're like, no, I can't be hurt people like
my morals. Like, nigga, no. What's that? You know what? Anytime Concept goes to a strip club, people be looking at him and telling him, like, I didn't say it. Like, type of shit. Like, all right,
I'm not even gonna deny it. It's true. It's fucking true.
God, you can't endorse it and say it. He just got to be up there, and that's why this goes right into what's on to help, because they eliminate the people like Concept, So we all know we've heard of demon time, right? Due to COVID. So we all know of demon time. So I'm taking it a step further. So we all trying to like further ourselves into the metaverse and everything, right?
Mm.
So we're about to just go ahead and create OPP.
Yeah, you know me.
Well,
No, other people's polls. So basically,
oh,
with a headset,
What?
a VR
Oh.
headset,
oh,
and you can enjoy whoever on the poll, whatever fit your fancy, and their avatar fit.
I think that already exists.
Okay, I think this might be my favorite.
But tell me more.
This might be the best, like
it
the
can-
best chain of words you've ever had.
Wow.
Because it can stream.
And I
to,
hate
like-
these things.
Yeah,
I typically hate this shit.
I found it. I
You've
found
been
it.
loving them lately. Go ahead, hold on there. Go ahead and say.
Okay,
like,
so just put the game in. And it's called Hunt Down.
Hunt
That's
Down.
definitely a good name to put in there. That's a good game to check it out.
All right.
I put that on your diss list. Please continue.
So like, you know, everybody got something that like fits their fancy that like they like, and you want to see it on a poll, but you ain't trying to catch COVID or Marion, like none of this shit, right? So Delta Cron shit, it should sound like a fraternity and sorority. Everybody go Greek. Oh, about to start stepping and shit. Anywho, so we trying to be safe, but you still trying to like, you know, help somebody, and like you trying to throw some ones and shit. Well, you could be in the comfort of your own couch in your basketball shorts, and you can go ahead and watch the people strip on the pole, maybe even pay for a private dance or two. But at the same time, you just kind of like safe. You ain't got to worry about like what her breath smell like or their breath smell like, what they
What the
body
club smell like.
You ain't got to worry about a bouncer or a DJ. And for the people stripping, they don't have to worry about people touching them. Nothing like that. Yeah.
Honestly, I could see, like, honestly, this might be the first thing I'm just in. I wasn't on the first sentence.
Because of a strip club.
Well, strip club plus, you know, like,
Fuck is it?
I just like the virtual like idea, you know, and no, because I think it's kind of dope because it's, instead of you working at a specific strip club, like there's so many places, there's so many things you could do with this. Like you could have specific themed strip clubs where strippers can choose what room they want to be in, depending on the music, the style, and whatever, and they can dance on their poles, and their poles are probably linked to whatever, so you can see whatever. Like there's so many ways. I want this to be a thing, and I need to publish this soon so that nobody takes this idea.
The thing is too is that like if you want to go to a club where the people stripping or set as their like avatar, whatever they like is that cool. Boom. That's what they doing. Other than that, they ain't gotta like sit there and be in real clothes and shit. You could be doing that shit in your PJs.
I mean,
Just after a workout and you just trying to get some extra money. Like, come on.
yeah, seriously. Like, cause I'm all about, you know, sex workers and sex positivity and all that shit. Like, and for all you guys who down that shit, y'all the ones watching it. Why the fuck are you mad at it?
Right.
It's so stupid. We know you watch it. There's no way it's $1 billion industry, damn near trillion. And
Majority of the websites online are all dedicated to that. Yeah.
With haters. This don't make no sense. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I
And
just call it
so,
bullshit.
all right.
So
So
bad as fuck thought was.
we just get fucking cyber things.
Fuck you.
Fucking bitch.
So you get like a one song introduction, right? One song. Then you want to continue, you gotta pay $100 a month just for the service itself. And on top of that, you also gotta pay like the people dancing too. You gotta call, you can't just be sitting there and you ain't throwing up no money. Like, yeah. And then like so you have a time, like when you're throwing up money or whatever, you it's like one of the money guns that's shooting out.
Shit.
So you're sitting on your couch like
And what's cool about this though is that we could do money guns. We could also have coin guns too. So if you're only doing pennies, and it's just like looks like mad.
If you got your quarters, you can
Like,
leave
you that special homie that like to heat up his nickels. We got something for you too.
Man, that's gonna be awkward at the bank. They're gonna be like, "What was conversion for?"
Hey,
Just like,
man, I even got something for you if you're gonna do it in Bitcoin.
just shake Johnny.
We're going to I'm gonna undercut you though. Eventually, I'm gonna create the exact same thing, and I'm a Pornhub you. I'm gonna provide it for free, paid by advertising.
Right.
Go ahead, but you ain't gonna get much because listen here, we gonna make sure that the people on the polls get their money, and we ain't gonna like undercut them either. So
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. I mean, the other side of that, what people don't understand is like when you treat your workers right, like sex workers or not, just generally, they'll stay. They'll never want to leave because, like, think about how many times like you're like sad about like leaving your boss, because a lot of people leave because their boss or some part of management sucks. But
Yeah.
think about those times where you had a good manager and you're like, damn, I wish they were still my manager. Like this person's moving on, or you know, whatever the case may
Yep.
be. Like, treat your workers right. Just if you have a business or know somebody with a fucking business, make sure they treat their people right. Plain and
Yep.
simple.
and we'll be making sure that our people get, because we're getting all in terms of the subscription fee, without a doubt. But they get 90% of what they make. So it's like, because we're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna sign up anyway. We ain't trying to be greedy here, people.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
And that, I mean, honestly, I'm like I said, I'm in.
And for the people that are like, oh, I don't really like stuff like that. You know what? We're gonna hook you up with OPP, other people's pets, so you can watch people's pets while they're like away, and you'll just be able to see them in their house just chilling. People like that.
That's
You
pretty
watch people. The most popular videos online happen to be cat videos. Okay,
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
seriously sit there and watch
I think it's actually
this
been,
cat or dog.
there have been studies that says it's more popular than porn.
There you go.
At one point it was. I remember when like YouTube's infancy, like cat videos were like what kept YouTube up.
Yeah, and if you're
Yeah.
a college student and you stressed out and finals week or midterms, we will get you like a little student discount when you use your student email to log in. So we can.
Man, that is like one thing I do
That's
miss
pretty good.
about being in school. Like
Get
having an email so we can get discounts.
Well, it sucks that they took our email away because they now get to keep it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck y'all,
Stupid.
man. Right? Ain't nobody else gonna use my like fucking thing. That was a good ass email. Shit.
I would have,
Right.
I would still be using my student discount.
I'd still be using it for like Apple shit. Fuck.
Hell yeah. I got my shit on discount because of my student like thing. So yeah,
Exactly.
fuck that.
Yeah.
And there's student discounts for everything.
Man.
Man.
Movies, like I can't even do my student ID anymore because my face or my hair.
Yeah.
Can't be like,
I don't even, I just don't look the same.
yeah, Bear the only one that can like still
Yeah, because you niggas
bald
has
as shit.
changed.
That nigga
Check
bald as shit.
Yep.
Shit.
But
Ain't
yeah,
nothing going
man,
on.
I'm in. Or no, I'm pretty sure Bear's in because Bear hasn't, I don't think Bear hasn't said no to a single thing.
He is not.
I
I
haven't.
don't know a single one. Yeah,
Not yet.
you're not making millions. You only making 100,000s.
Yes, hello for his money.
You ain't making much on this one. There've been a few. You were
Yeah.
in on the roasting session one. You were definitely in on the weed
The
crew
cruise.
truck, the cruise.
Man.
too. Yeah, there've been.
Oh, the
Only
Karen
got-
Cruz is like my second favorite. Now, I mean, this was
That
my
was
favorite
great.
now. Like,
Yeah,
honestly.
man.
Mhm.
Trying to make sure they get out there and get that money. Go make that money, player. This rhymes like wait. Gotta get.
I know all you have to do is sell that business before there's too many regulations that get put in place about it.
Right. Or just like keep Cholov and just fight with the banks.
Well,
that's-
I'm talking
Well,
about
you can circumvent the banks too and just put everything in Bitcoin.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the, like, you know how Pornhub had to purge like 90% of its videos?
Mhm.
Like before we end up having to purge 90% of our workforce for whatever reason, or whatever the case may be, I just sell it off so it's somebody else's problem.
Somebody will buy it.
No,
Hopefully
seriously.
not Disney.
And we can still keep some stake in it,
Or
even
Verizon,
you know,
but-
after we sell it.
That would be probably the most like probable, honestly.
Fuck. Hell yeah, just make a second one. Just make it better.
Make it better.
No, like I said, the second one will just be it'll be free, but it's just
And
advertising.
everyone's gonna want to buy other people's pets. So we already know that was like profitable as hell.
Oh, that one's gonna get we can sell that one like within the first few months. Like that's
Right.
If you people want to watch Watson while I'm not here, great. He don't do much besides sleep and bark.
Right.
yeah. I mean,
I guess give them like little like little chimes and whistles that can attract the animal over, and then you're like, all right. So it's like a zoo in your home.
Yeah, exactly.
and then for your
People love it.
students, if you guys want to get on OPP, like you could study how somebody actually not being there, whether that actually affects like a dog or cat's mental health. Because
Yep,
honestly, because
But
it's
it's hard to
affecting
do what
our
I'm about to
mental
do.
health,
Shit,
you
yeah.
know, like in humans. So because us not being able to touch like and be around other people has affected us. You know, so being able to study that within the pet range to see if
It's
your
been
pets
great
are
for me.
acting
I
out.
don't know what you're talking about, but it's just been awesome for me. Like, not having to be around people, it's been amazing. These 2 years are the greatest.
But Chucky,
Nigga, I am happily involved with a beautiful woman.
that's fine. I'm
Fuck
not
Chucky.
talking about you. This ain't about you.
Fuck
This is
Chucky.
about you, Otis.
Fuck. Fuck.
Ain't nobody coming to you, Otis.
Yeah, man. Otis the only original member alive, so people legit coming to see Otis next.
Straight up.
Seriously.
Damn. It's all about Otis.
Oh, it's like I'm on this left.
Hey, now that we said it though, I feel like this year is already cursed.
Shit.
Not go front. Like it's been 2 weeks and I've lost a lot of people.
Betty White, fucking Bob Saget. Who else? Oh, Desmond Tutu,
Mm-hmm.
Sidney Poitier. I'm like, fuck, man.
I just this is
That's
starting.
where it's like, let's get the
When they were like 2022, boo. I'm back, bitch.
I'm back.
Man, this is
Like
2020.
Omicron gonna put us back on lockdown.
Shit. Hey, if I gotta, yeah, no, this is 2020 part 3.
Yeah, this is
2020 part 3. Shit. We're not gonna go any further until we get out of lockdown. Just like, this
Fuck,
year.
there's already a new strain too, Delta Cron. So
Delta.
Delta Crown sound like a really fucked up weed.
no, nigga, it's not like a Decepticon.
It just feels like the Decepticon. Delta Crown.
Autobots.
That nigga just
Must
fly
fight
on.
Decepticon.
Let's fight Delta Crown. We gotta find him.
Oh shit.
Hey, just make
Oh,
sure
my
Jazz is the
God.
first one.
But anyway,
And man, the
thank
next
you
one
all
is
for
Voltron,
watching.
though.
You guys are amazing. If you didn't learn anything,
Shut the fuck up. Don't be a bitch. Love one another. Wear a face mask. If you don't, I hope you fall off a bridge and stub your toe when you land.
damn, that's your only injury after falling off a whole ass bridge.
I guess you could take it, but damn, that shit hurts. Oh, I am noted. Just jump.
I hope you land specifically on your pinky toe.
Oh,
Shit, man. Oh,
Just
shit.
your-
Only on your pinky toe and your left thumb. Like,
damn. That's horrible. All these bullshit. Please don't fall off the bridge and get your pinky toe in your left foot. Oh my
Fall off
god.
of it as I'm burning it.
As I
I ain't trying to be friends with you.
Nah, we're done.
you and all your Martin Cons and all them shit can go on fucking rip you.
Delta Cross. Yeah,
It sounds like you're trying to say Americans with a fucking accent.
American.
All right, y'all. Rate us 5 stars. Like, subscribe,
Share.
follow us on Twitch,
Share.
EB Live, and support us on Patreon.
Share.
Throw us some money.
Share. Us.
Share.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Fuck you.
See ya.